Hello, my name is Tanay Tiwari and welcome to Buzz This Week, a show that is as cool as Bitcoin, but हम ना Elon Musk के mood पे dependent नहीं, हम आपके mood पे dependent हैं और आपका mood अच्छा करने के लिए हम फिर ले आए cricket memes और news on the show this week. Cristiano Ronaldo's hand in the WTC Final. Team India shines bright and the CPL-IPL Handshake. Now all of us know that Cristiano Ronaldo did this. And then what followed was this. Now, I don't believe in coincidences, but तेरे actions ने WTC का किया जो हशर असर ये हुआ. The rain scene in Southampton was so bad that every time the players started getting ready for the game, rain was like...
program में थोड़ा change रहने.
Day one was a complete washout. We also lost subsequent time on subsequent days in the WTC final to rain. Things are such that India were invited to bat by New Zealand and they couldn't really put on a great show. They put on only 217 runs on the board, courtesy 40s from captain Virat Kohli and vice-captain Ajinkya Rahane, but none of them really went beyond that. Kyle Jamieson picked his 5th fifer in his 8 test matches, decimating India. And as things stand right now, New Zealand are in a better spot than India in the WTC final. अब बारिश का ऐसा है देखो जी कि अगर बारिश नहीं होती तो who knows, by this time we would have been celebrating an India win in the WTC final. But as things stand at the time of recording this week's episode, the game is tightly poised. तो क्या हो गया? अगले हफ्ते तक ही तो वेट करना है इंडिया की जीत सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए.
Smart guy.
But Indian fans had reasons to celebrate because Indian women did the unthinkable against the English women at Bristol. England went into bat first, batted for 396 for 9. They declared their innings. The Indian openers Shafali Verma and Smriti Mandhana came out to bat, strung together a beautiful partnership. Shafali Verma impressing one and all, not only with her trademark stroke play, but also her composure, her ability to bat for long periods in Test cricket. She fell short by just 4 runs of what would have been a record-breaking maiden Test century for her. The Indian batters fell like a house of cards. Post that, they were bundled out for 231, asked to follow on, all odds against them. Then they were 199 for 7. When Sneh Rana and Tanya Bhatia combined their forces to bat for 31 overs, string together a 104-run partnership, break records en route and make sure that they turn the heat on the English players, forcing a draw, denying England a victory. Now, मुझे पता है आप ये गेम देख चुके हो और आपको ये सारे फैक्ट्स पता है, but बार-बार रिवाइज करने में मजा आता है ना. That is what these girls have done. They forced you to watch them. They forced you to pay attention to their sport. And there can be nothing more heartening than that. All that we can hope for is for them to play more tests. There's one more, a day-night test in Australia. And we just could not be more excited. The hurdles for the remaining leg of IPL 2021 seem to be ironing themselves out. First, they got a venue in the UAE. Now, they've finalized a deal with the Caribbean Premier League where the CPL, that was ending on September 19th, will now end on September 15th. This solves 2 problems for the BCCI. One, it allows the players who are playing in the CPL to come in early for the remaining leg of IPL 2021, while also ensuring that staff and other members who are also a part of the CPL 2021 fly in earlier. This though would mean that Cricket West Indies will have to cramp up their domestic schedule where they're slated to play at home against South Africa, Australia and Pakistan. But Cricket West Indies is like... Now remember, there are 2 teams in the CPL which are owned by IPL franchises, KKR and Punjab Kings. The franchises are Trinbago Knight Riders and the St. Lucia Zooks. All of this will mean that the personnel will come in and fly into the UAE, complete their quarantine norms, and in all likeliness will be available once the resumption happens. In other news, the BCCI has also constituted a committee to look into the payment for domestic cricketers who've not really had a lot of domestic cricket to play in the last 2 years owing to the pandemic. While they've also said that they'll donate the amount of 10 crore rupees to Indian Olympic contingent, which is all in readiness to go for the Tokyo Olympics 2021. Your buzz challenge this week has to shift its gaze from red ball to white ball, to that Sri Lanka tour that India is going on. Give me the bowling attack for Team India on that tour. I'll give you mine. I'll play Kuldeep and Chahal both. I'll also play Chetan Sakaria, Deepak Chahar, and of course the vice captain Bhuvneshwar Kumar. I'll go in with 5. What is your pick? Tell us using hashtag Buzz this week. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Face these. That's all that we have for you on this episode of Buzz This Week. Until next week, Bitcoin उठे या गिरे, उससे आपके मूड को कुछ भी हो, आप अपना मूड सुधारने यहाँ वापस आ जाना, because हम फिर से क्रिकेट मीम्स और न्यूज़ लेके आएंगे.